In this piano tutorial, I'd like to talk about Conversation. Conversation is a Trinity College grade initial piano piece, and it literally goes about a conversation. When we listen to how the music is played, we need to think about two people talking to each other and the way they are talking to each other. It's almost like asking questions and giving answers and so on. Let's first have a look at the tempo. The tempo says andante with a measure of 67 crotchet beats per minute. So this one is fairly slow. Although we're going to play mostly quavers in the right hand, with some in the left hand, we are still going to play this at a very easy walking pace. Not too slow, it's not a too serious conversation, it is fun and uplifting, but calm. Our key signature has an F sharp, which means that we are going to play in the key of G major. So we can just practice our G major scale before we start playing the piece. So take note of all the F sharps that we need to play. Luckily for us, with this piece, our hands doesn't move. So when we add and place our hands, we are only going to have to worry about one F sharp. And that F sharp is an F sharp in the left hand. So we can already place our second finger on that F sharp and have it ready at all times. Our time signature is 2-4, means that we are going to count in a march tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2. So loud and soft and loud and soft and so on. Let's have a look at the right hand. The right hand is the most difficult part because that's the part that has the most chatting, if I can say it like that. So our right hand is going to go, we're going to find middle C for our right hand, and we're going to move all the way up to G above middle C. So that our thumb is on that G. And we're going to play the following. We're going to play with finger numbers 1, 3, 5, rest. 4, 3, 2, rest. Now a long one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to repeat this part again in the second line. 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2. But now this part changes a bit. It goes 5 with a staccato note. Very important so we can have a short note. 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. So that part can be a little bit tricky. Take a note of it. 5, 5, skip 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. Line 3, we go 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 4, both 4s are short notes, so touch and release. 4, then 3, 2, 1. Repeat that part again. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to have a scale-like passage all the way down, but the first note is staccato. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is our right hand. The left hand, we have long minimum notes for most of the piece. Instead, for at the second part or the second section, if I can say it like that, that we have a little bit more of a chatty note movement. So I'm going to place, for this one, I'm going to place my thumb on G below middle C. This is very important. So my thumb goes on G below middle C. And I'm going to play 1, followed by that F sharp, 2, 4, 1. And again, 1, 2, 4. And now I'm going to have this 1, 4, 1. Now we're in the second section. We're going to play 2, 4, 1 with a tie. Do not play that quaver note. Hold it until the right hand is finished. Until the right hand is finished there, then lift and then continue. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. So a little scale movement. First you're skipping the third finger and then moving up. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then 2 again, followed by 4 and 1. And now we're going to do staccato followed by legato. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then move all the way down. Take your second finger and point to the G below that G. Nice and loud because it's got a little accent sign on it and a staccato note. So lean into the notes when you play it. Putting your hands together. Take care of which notes plays together with which. Together. That long line there. Repeat. Remember the staccato in the right hand. Together. So we've got 1, 3 and 4 and 1 together. Then 2 and 2. 4 and 4. This seems quite easy because our hands play the same notes together in each hand. 3 and 1. Do not play that quaver note. Hold. Then remember the staccatos. Rest. 3 and 1 again. Hold on to that. Don't play the quaver. Now this part is the most tricky part because we're going to start 5th and 4 staccatos. And then we start with 4, 3, 2 and 1 together. So here what you can remember at the end is 5 and 4 when we start is staccato. And then when we press down our 4th finger to go with our 4th finger for the next one, we can then just move up in a scale-like motion. 5 and point with a very loud ending. So make use of these tips and tricks when you practice and learn the notes so that you can get the piece right easily. Let's have a look at dynamics. We're going to start piano with a decrescendo. That just means that the second beat of this 2/4 counting needs to be softer than the first beat. Like I said, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. Crescendo, decrescendo. Mezzo forte, medium loud. Decrescendo, going softer. Crescendo, louder. Mezzo forte, decrescendo. Crescendo. Now forte. And accent. So there's a lot of dynamics in this piece, but if we look very closely, it's almost like when we go up with our notes, we have a crescendo, and when we go down with our notes, we have a decrescendo. But look very closely at the dynamics. If the dynamics aren't 100% correct, it would still be a very interesting conversation, but try to fit in as many of those dynamics as you can. And remember where the staccato notes are. Those are very important, as well as that accent at the end. If you found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe and check out any other videos that might help you. Thanks for watching.